Hey guys, welcome back to another Mini-Sode, where today we'll be talking about Need for Speed Underground 2. Taking place directly from the first Underground, you once again play as the unnamed racer who's now the best racer in the city. He gets a message from a mysterious racer who offers him a spot on his street crew and won't take no for an answer.
See, there's room in my posse for you, and I ain't taking no for an answer. What's it gonna be?
Of course, the racer ignores this request and heads off to a party being held for him by his friends. Before he can get there, though, a black Humvee blinds him with its headlights, causing him to crash and total his ride.
Yeah, everything's cool. I just had to take care of a little problem.
Fast forward to a few months later, the racer heads to Bayview for a fresh start. With the help of a racing-savvy woman named Rachel, the racer begins his quest to become the top racer in Bayview and take out those who crashed his car. The plot, save for the revenge trope, is pretty much the same story as Part 1, just in a new city, so there isn't that much to say. But as we all know, it's all about the racing. Thankfully, the racing is just as good as before, with some nice additions and changes thrown in. First is the story mode. Instead of just choosing the race from a menu, you now drive around the streets of Bayview to enter in races, shops, and your garage, all with the help of your handy PDA. But you can always warp to your garage from the pause menu. You can also flag down other racers on the map and challenge them to an outrun race, where the goal is to pass them and stay ahead for about 1,000 feet in order to win. You can also win sponsorships from big racing companies and earn cash and bonus parts, if you win some races for them. As far as race types go, it's pretty much the same stuff, but with slight additions. Circuit, sprint, drag, and drift all make a return with new options, like downhill drift races for instance. There is also Street X races, which is like a circuit race but on smaller courses. Then there's the Underground Racing League, a set of tournaments that take place on closed-off tracks, similar to actual racing. Unfortunately, Lap Knockout was taken out of story mode but can still be played in non-career races. And of course, you can just play quick races if you wish by yourself or in split screen. There was Xbox Live support, but I'm sure there might be an X-Link player or two still racing out there. Customizing cars is pretty much handled the same way. Win races to earn cash and rep points to unlock and buy parts and cosmetic upgrades. There's just a lot more to choose from. Plus, you can now tune your cars to your specifications, similar to more simulation-like racers in the vein of Gran Turismo and Forza. SUVs have also been added to the roster of expanded real-world rides, and while they're cool to drive, they're a bit tougher to handle. For me personally, while it's cool to drive around the city to reach races, it can get a little boring having to go all over the map to get to them. Thankfully, you can still choose races from the garage if you don't want to bother with roaming around the city. Visually, Underground 2 is a big improvement over the original, with awesome lighting and water effects, like streetlights blurring and raindrops hitting the screen. Plus, the city of Bayview just feels more vibrant for a city at night, complete with shameless product placement. The cars look just as good as before, as do the people that show up before and after races. The one thing that's a bit odd is the cutscenes are now done in this comic book style that, to me anyway, feels kind of cheap, but that's probably what they were going for. In the audio department, the music is more licensed rock, rap, and techno, which is EA style, so again, not much to say. Voice acting is more or less okay, with the standout being Brooke Burke playing the part of Rachel, who lent her voice as well as her likeness.
Finally, where have you been with my ride, huh? There better not be a single mark on it.
Sam claims you can drive.
Maybe so, but you ain't using my ride.
Use your cash to pick out a set of wheels. I'll call you later.
I said in the mini-sode of the first Need for Speed Underground that the majority of the series fans agree that Part 2 is one of the best in the franchise, and they're right. More tuning and customization, more races, more freedom, just overall more street racing goodness. Like I said before, I'm not too big into racing games that put more emphasis on the simulation aspect, but I can see why Need for Speed has the large fan base that it does. Despite my horrible knowledge of cars, I did enjoy my time with Underground 2, and if you are like me and you know bug all about cars, give Need for Speed Underground 2 a try. You might learn something new. or at least pretend you're in a Fast and Furious movie. And with that, this is the Dolly Popka. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.